Good evening. How are you guys doing this evening? Okay, so I went to the pool with my good Judy Tanya. I have my pool bag right here, which is also serving as like a carry-all purse for me because I have my Target bag right in here. I just did a review outside of Target. I went to Target in my wet bathing suit and purchased some things. Here's my wet towel right here. And I just did a booktube video and I'm on my way home and I don't know, I was like, Tanya and I were talking about what we were gonna do when we went home and I said, well, I wanna make some videos and whatever. And she's like, I'm just gonna go home and put on dry clothes and then I might take a nap or something. And I said, oh, okay. And for some reason I was like thinking about my mom and like back in the day, I always played, you know, in tennis camps and tennis leagues. And I was thinking about my mom and I would leave the pool or she would pick me up from school. And one of my mom's favorite things to do was, I remember Oprah, the Oprah Winfrey Show was on at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And so whether she was picking me up for school or picking me up from tennis practice or whatever, she would pick me up and then, can I get through here? She would pick me up and then we would, oh, I don't think I can. I think I have to go this way. We would go to McDonald's and she would get a hot fudge sundae from McDonald's. So this is not a review, but I'm gonna get a hot fudge sundae. Oh my God, McDonald's is packed. Probably because they're all here for their hot fudge sundaes like my mom used to do back in the day. But I thought it would be kind of fun. Summer homage. I haven't had a hot fudge sundae from McDonald's. I cannot even tell you the last time I had it. I mean, I bet my mom was still alive the last time I had it. We probably went through there or I picked her one up and took it over to her house or something because she loved them. And she would always get these coupons for them that they were like 50 cents or $1 for a McDonald's hot fudge sundae. Now they have all kinds of fancy kind of stuff like McFlurries and whatever. So I don't know. I don't even know if they still have the hot fudge sundae. Now, you know the joke is, okay, that the ice cream machine is always down at McDonald's. So if I pull up here and the ice cream machine is down at McDonald's, well, then I guess I don't get to pay homage to my mom today. But look at this line. Everybody's picking up their dinner from McDonald's. Do you know what is so funny is that back in the day, I used to, I mean, I don't really eat at McDonald's anymore being a vegetarian, but back in the day, I would, this car right here is like, because there's 2 lanes at McDonald's, which is so confusing. Why do they have 2 lanes, you know? To make it faster, I know, but it really isn't because then everybody gets mad and there's so much confusion. But anyway, back in the day, like a good fall, not a good, like a healthy one, but like an enjoyable fall meal for me that I really loved was a Big Mac, large fry, an apple pie, and a large root beer. Like, I loved that. And then I went through a period, I mean, that, you know, I don't eat this anymore, but I went through a period where I ate double quarter pounders with cheese. Oh my God, and I wonder how I got like this size. This is interesting. Usually McDonald's is really fast. So anyway, do they still have the ice cream sundaes? I guess I should probably, I could have looked it up on my phone to see, but now if this was a review video, I would stop it, but I'm not gonna stop it. I was just thinking about my mom today, you know, it's like funny, it's like, you know, it's been 13 and a half, almost 14 years since she passed, right? And it's strange the things that you think about once people are gone. So like this car's coming up and it's going around me, and so it's literally gonna be in the other lane, and this is where people get bitter, because they're like, oh, see, I see you went in the other lane. Now I should have gone in the other lane, but I didn't. But it's funny the things that you think about. Like, I have to say, since my mom has passed, and I think this with friends too, friends of mine that I've passed, I didn't really talk to my Uncle Dave so much on the phone, my Aunt Kathy every once in a while, but the thing that's interesting to me is that the number one thing I think about the most is that I'd like to pick up the phone and call her. Not just like, oh, I want to have a phone conversation with my mom and I miss her, but like really like I'll think of, like I'll be watching, like the other night I was watching Nomadland with Frances McDormand, and my mom would have loved that movie. It was so fantastic. Look at my hair. I thought my hair looked cute after the pool, but no, maybe not so much. But anyway, somebody came up here and busted the sign, the nice sign at McDonald's. I mean, it literally looks like somebody went up and just kicked it. you ever wonder what people order when they're, her order is 707, but I can't see what she got. Oh, now it went away. Do they even have ice cream sundaes here anymore? If I get up here and they don't have ice cream sundaes, I'm gonna be so upset. You know, the little plastic cup that has like the little lid on top of it and everything like that. They do have hot fudge sundaes. Could I please get a hot fudge sundae? That's it. Thank you. It's 330 calories, and it's, what'd she say, $2.50 or $2.17 or something like that. It was $1.90. Oh, $1.99. I didn't see what it was with tax. But yeah, it's interesting the things that you think about, like after somebody is gone, and the things that you miss most about them. And I think that's definitely it for me, is like not being able to pick up the phone and just be like, oh my God, Mom, have you seen this movie? I mean, we used to talk about movies all the time, or books, you know, and be like, oh my God, Mom, have you seen this movie? You know, Nomadland, it's so fantastic, with Frances McDormand or whatever. And it's hard, you know, it's hard as time goes on. And I was talking about this last night on my vlog. It's like, I used to have this issue. This woman, like, she just gave her order. Okay, you need to let me go through first. Okay, no time for smiles today, I guess. So, back in the day, one of the things that I really felt was like, as people continue to pass in my life, and I have less and less people that knew me when I was younger, or knew me like, you know, growing up, or even just in high school and stuff, it's like, and really it's like, it's so funny because I have kind of like pre-getting sober and post-getting sober of people that I know in my life, and really like the only person post-getting sober that's known me all this time is my sponsor 2 times ago, and Tanya Jean. You know, and my cousin Caroline and stuff like that. But anyway, I went into this all in my vlog last night. The thing that I used to feel though was, like, who knows my history? Like, there's not a lot of people that know my history anymore around, you know? So, like, I can tell Alex's stories and stuff like that. I can tell my new friends' stories, but they don't know the players. My mom's been gone so long. You know, my aunt and uncle have now been gone for a long time. So when I'm telling stories about this stuff, it's like, really, like, not that many people, you know, other than my dad and my stepmom and my cousin Caroline, really know these people from my childhood, you know, family, friends, and things like that. And it's hard. And I was talking last night in my vlog about, like, I don't really feel that so much anymore. There was a period where I would just get, like, so devastatingly sad, because I would be like, who knows my history? You know, I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings. I don't really have any friends from my childhood that know about all this kind of stuff. So who knows my history? Now, I don't feel that way so much anymore, but it is interesting the things that I remember, you know, like from growing, I mean, I remember a lot from growing up. So I was just wanting to do something today to remember my mom a little bit by. I think it's funny that it ends up being a hot fudge sundae. I haven't had a hot fudge sundae forever from McDonald's. I do like, it is that soft serve ice cream though that you get, like, which I like, you know, but it's kind of like when you go to Chinese restaurants, it's the soft serve ice cream that they have with hot fudge. Now, do they still have the nuts in here? For some reason, I feel like, oh, I think that was the last time that I did a review. I did a review of something, and I think I got a hot fudge sundae with something else on it, maybe caramel or something, and there were no nuts, and I said something about it. I have too many of these Starbucks cups. I literally have like a black one and a pink one in the car. And I said something about it in my video, and all these people were like, oh, they don't have nuts in the hot fudge sundaes anymore because of, like, some people are allergic to nuts or something like that. And then I said that in my next video, and then some people said that's not true. So, to nut or not to nut? Family friendly. I guess we'll find out here soon later. My mom is like, she's probably rolling. She's probably like, this was supposed to be an homage to me. We don't make dirty jokes like that when you're talking about your mother, okay? Do you guys get fast food for your families for dinner?
You got the sundae?
Yes. How are you today? Okay. Thank you. Do you guys go to fast food and get your family's fast food for dinner? Alex and I very rarely like go and get like Taco Bell if we do, but very rare, and like only if we're gonna like watch a TV show or something. We got pizza the other night. That's about as fast food as we do. Not that we don't get fast food, but I have like friends of mine that get fast food for their families, like even Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever, and let's say they have 3 kids, they'll do it like once a week for like a special treat, and it's so expensive. I'm like, oh my god, how do you afford it? You look like you're having fun. There's no nuts on my hot fudge sundae. Are there no nuts anymore on hot fudge sundaes? Why not?
I don't think we have any.
What?
I don't think we have nuts.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Oh, can I get a napkin, please? Thank you. You too. She doesn't think that they have nuts anymore. Okay. So basically, it's just chocolate syrup and soft serve ice cream, which I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, my friends will go to like McDonald's or something. Like the kids love the McDonald's with the Happy Meals and stuff. But you guys remember when I was growing up, Happy Meals were like literally like $1 or something. Oh, a little bird came over here. It's trying to eat the pizza. Let's go take it out. Oh, come here, birdie. Somebody left a cheese pizza box out here and it's trying to get into the cheese pizza box to eat. Let's see if there's any cheese pizza open here. Why would you leave this box right here? Oh, look at that. We're gonna open that so that the birdies can eat it. That pizza looks kind of good, but I'm not gonna eat somebody's pizza on a trash can. Let's see if the little birdie comes back. Anyway, but Happy Meals back in the day used to be so cheap. Okay, my nephew, Sebastian, he's also my godson, but my nephew, Sebastian, he collects those toys, and one day we were sitting there, and my sister-in-law was like, he loves chicken nuggets and Happy Meals from McDonald's. It's like a special treat for him. So they go like once a week so he can get the new toy. He brought this thing up. I mean, the toys from back in the day, they were junk and Happy Meals. Do you remember that? I never got a Happy Meal. My dad used to get so mad at me because he would say, we would go through McDonald's and I would say I wanted a small fry, a plain Coke, and a plain cheeseburger. And my dad would say, why are you, he goes, you always order a plain cheeseburger and it's special order and then we have to wait here forever because I didn't like ketchup and mustard on it. Okay, so here is the hot fudge. That bird did not come back. Cheers, Mom. Okay. Now I'm feeling kind of bad, like maybe I shouldn't have opened that pizza box. Maybe that's not good for birds or something like that, I don't know. So I'm gonna close it. There. Do you think about that kind of stuff? I think about that stuff all the time. What I really want to know is, who bought a Little Caesars pizza, ate one piece, and just left the box? Okay, I wouldn't have. I would have sat there and ate it all day long. Hey, I'm filming a video. You're copyrighting music. Oh, okay, okay. Look how perfectly the arches are up over there. They also have spoons now instead of sporks and stuff. Do you know what's so weird is that every once in a while as a vegetarian, I like crave, speaking of Nomadland, this is here at Skin, I sometimes crave like weird, like meat in a weird way. And I was watching that movie and she's eating a piece of fried chicken in it. And I don't know why, but I started like, she's like in her, it's about this woman that's like kind of like, you know, a nomad. She lives out of her van. And she's like freezing cold eating this piece of fried chicken. And I was gonna say Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know what kind of fried chicken it was, but it looked good. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't craved any kind of meat in a long time. Okay. Here we go, Mom. I still think the nuts were the best part. Oh my God, this is totally taking me back to my childhood. Did you see that? My husband laughs at me because constantly, last night we were at this Mexican restaurant, Verde, that I love. And we got queso dip, and true story, I made it through like the entire queso without like getting any on me. And the very last chip, it fell on my shirt. And he started laughing because I always spill stuff on my shirt. There is something about the hot fudge at McDonald's that is so good. My mom, I would call her. So my mom she didn't have cable television forever. She didn't believe in paying the money for it. I know, right? So she would watch the 9 o'clock movie from 9 to 11, and then the news from 11 to 11:30. And my mom, the last like 3 to 5 years of her life, she smoked like 2 cigarettes a day. She would buy a pack, and she would write the date of when she bought the pack on there, keep track of it. And then, because she was like trying to like not smoke at all, and then she would have 1 cigarette in the last half hour of the movie, and 1 cigarette with the evening news. And that was all she would smoke. And she would go, and like this grocery store here in Indianapolis, Marsh grocery store, which closed down, she would go and they would have like every week they had some ice cream. That was, maybe this was like going on Friday or Saturday night or Sunday or something like that. But it would be like a gallon, you know, the box gallon of ice cream, like vanilla for $1 or something. And my mom would buy it. And then I would call her and I would say, she'd always say, you always call me at the wrong time. I've got 5 more minutes of this movie left. I must have always called her at 10:55. So anyway, I would call her and she'd say, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. I'd be like, why? She'd say, I just ate this entire gallon of ice cream. And I'd say, Mother! And she'd start laughing. And she'd say, don't make me laugh. My stomach hurts so bad. But anyway, my mom made the best ice cream sundaes when I was growing up as a kid. She would call them Tin Roof Sundaes. And she put those like Spanish peanuts on them and stuff like that. Peanuts, I said. Spanish peanuts. And, hot fudge syrup. Do you remember the can? And you would like take that thing, you know, you would heat it up, and like you boil water, and then you put the hot fudge. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I was thinking about this the other day too, that this was so weird. Do you remember back in the day before microwaves, when we would boil, people are like, before microwaves, when you would boil hot dogs? I don't know why I think that's so funny, looking back on some of this weird stuff that we did. Anyway, I think that's all I want. This was kind of a fun memory of my mom. Anyway. Just a small little memory. Oh my God, I dripped it all over. Maybe I didn't shoot my shirt and everything. Well, I've got to do some wash today anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little homage to my mother, and I love you guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.